to another video, A Walk with Phil, and I'm here in West Bromwich, and what I'm going to do is take you around the Golds Hill area of the town, and it's a very historical area, is Golds Hill, so let's go and have a look and see what we can find. Okay, so here we are, where this road curves now. Ahead of me is Arville's Hawthorne, and it curves around here. This way Bagnall Street begins. There's the signage just there, and the factory here called Forkers Limited. And we're going to follow Bagnall Street, see where it takes us. And all here now is the Gold's Green area, and just here we've got Shaw Street. And there's several major industries around here in Gold's Green. On the left here there would have been, just ahead of me here is what was used to be known as a gas holder works, just ahead. And just over the back where we got E.W. Turner's, just over the back of there there'd be a huge foundry, and beyond, and just I would say further over there to the top end of the hill to the left would have been the Victoria Works, another large factory. Just down the bottom of Shaw Street there would be a canal. There'd be several branches of canals around this area to serve all these old factories that used to stand around these parts. And I'll try and find it for you where one of the branches of the canal ran. But anyway, let's go and have a look down Bagnall Street then. See what you can find down here. Bagnall Street. Bagnall is so named because of a very famous iron founder. I think his first name was Joseph Bagnall, but it was his sons mainly that set up a few ironworks around this area, and Wednesbury as well, and down at Leabrook. And there's a particularly famous one down here as well. It was just it was around here, just underneath here there'd be I believe it's maybe a tunnel that used to carry a branch canal. The branch canal would flow from this direction and underground to take you over to that end over there, where you would the canal would flow towards the brickworks and the collieries. And in fact there's a road here called Waterside Street, just at the side of the old pub there, the Miners' Arms. So the Waterside Street tells you, yeah, there was water, a canal that would flow underneath there. You can see Bagnall Street tends to go down the hill. Sadly for many people, the Miners' Arms has closed down now. Victorian pub, 1860s, 1870s. The Miners' Arms was so called because of all the mining that were around here. Around the back of the Miners' Arms, over the back there, back end, there was a collieries over there. But the Miners' Arms was sold in 2023. It doesn't look like it's going to be any reopening of the pub anytime soon. So, apartments perhaps. And factories there over the back. There's a shop open here. That's what it says. It's called the Payless Supermarket and Off Licence. A lot of old factories now to my right. That's called St Paul's Crescent, just that one. Very old street here to the right. It's called Pike Helve Street. Again, look at those old factories there up at Pike Helve Street, eh? just an industrial street. No terrace properties or anything like that down here. Back in the day, they were all, it's all factories, look. Old factories from 1850, some of them. Okay, carry on. We've got lots of old terraced houses along this side. Nowhere to park the cars, obviously, except on the roads, and very busy road as well, actually, and narrow. So it's a very old part of Gold's Hill, this. There's got a couple of houses there for sale, if you're interested. It's very busy. Okay, here we've got the old vicarage. It's all gated off. Fine old house, isn't it? The vicarage. Look at these here, they're very old, aren't they, these? In fact, we may have some, no one dated. This is the Gold's Green Villas, 1896. 1896, eh? This is St Paul's Church. Quaint little place, isn't it? We can go in. Well, there's no entrance, the gate is locked. I wonder if it's still in use. Let's have a look, see what the signage is saying. Must be another way in. Yeah, it still appears to be a church. It's got St Paul's evening worship at 6:30 and evening prayer at 7:30 on a Tuesday. It's just that if this is the main entrance, it's all chained. I don't think that this is used very often. There must be another entrance to the church. Just over there where all the... I'll show you just over here as well. If you can see ahead of me, you can see a lot of embankments there with trees. That would have been the tile works, and also further back it would have been the Gold's Green slag works. Yeah, so there was the brick and tile works ahead of me. It was around here as well, as we just come past the church. It was around here where this factory is now. There's a school that was built by the Bagnalls. And the school's long gone now, but it was, I think it had been there since about 1850, but because this factory here we can't really get to the actual site as to where it actually stood. Small factory units here on the left, the tile and brick makers beyond in the distance behind there. This is now the Robbins Business Park. It's also got a recycling centre here. As we round this corner. Now we look at this here now. You try to find any of the old factories that used to stand around here now. They've all gone, haven't they? I mean, we've got this all very modern island here, and we've got something called Danks Way. And the reason why that's called Danks Way is because just around here there would have been a canal branch, and it would have been the Danks branch, which again would have been a branch that would fed into the brick makers around here. the old factories in ahead in the distance on my right. As I've said before, it's not something I'm aware of around here, not knowing the history of this particular area. Harvilles, Hawthorne, Golds Hill, you know, Gold's Green, all those areas. It's just something I was never aware of. But it's West Bromwich all the same, and West Bromwich really is a rather big town actually. And you can see just over there, it would have been over here, the ironworks of Bagnalls, all around this particular spot. And it would have also gone over towards this end as well. Huge ironworks. But he closed it down, and they decided to concentrate their efforts on the Lee Brook ironworks down in Wednesbury. Well, that was our walk along Bagnall Street here in Golds Hill, and wasn't it difficult to find anything? The iron foundry, the main iron foundry of the Bagnalls, that's very difficult to actually see these days. It's all built up around this area now, what with some new factories, new road layouts. It's making it very, very difficult to determine where anything is now. I think there's one or two areas which I did recognise, but having said that, I'm just not familiar with this area whatsoever, really. But I hope it's brought back a few memories for a few of you who used to live around this area, and now looking at it and think, what on earth has happened to the area? So we'll leave it at that, and if you like the video, hit the like button, and also hit subscribe and hit the notification bell for future videos, and I'll see you on the next one.